Or Young Hawk the Five Deuce Gun, welcoming you to another edition of Radio AFG Live. It is Monday night, 11 p.m. Eastern Time for Radio AFG Live, the independent platform for independent artists and entrepreneurs. On tonight's show, it's basically for the gamers out there. We'll be giving you guys a little bit of information on the couple of stress tests that Capcom has put up with Sony. For 5, you can see that right there. Got some information on what took place today and let you know how you can check out some of the footage that I was able to capture and put up to give people information on YouTube. It's Radio AFG Live, folks. Thank you for tuning in. The phone lines are open 267-977-2523. That number one more again, 267-977. Oh, yeah. Tune in, log in, cause we are live. Welcome to Radio AFG Live. We right here, and I, your host with the most, the Five News Gun himself, Young, Hot. Worst part about it, these niggas is just acting. I'm not hating. See my state make y'all stand. Continuation. See my eyes, they close. Couldn't be hurt. See your words just strong. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Young Ace to the double AK. I am him in the flesh. And welcome to another edition of Radio AFG Live, brought to you in part by Twitch.tv, PlayStation 4, and Aspire for Greatness Entertainment. It's your boy Young H to the double AK. I am him in the flesh, welcoming you to this Team Old School Gamers version of Radio AFG Live. Holla at your boy. As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, we already up here. Straight out of the Plaga show to my right. Beta update for Street Fighter V to my left. Capcom above my head. That being said, we are here live talking about that good Street Fighter V beta. It was scheduled to be taking place from July 23rd up until, July 23rd. But anyway, from July 23rd up until July 28th, it was due to be a 5-day beta for those of us who pre-ordered the game, whether it was Amazon, GameStop, or you actually spent $60 and reserved it from the PlayStation Network to which you couldn't get your money back. Please give them a round of applause. Gotta give y'all that. On top of that round of applause that they got, the beta went down on the 25th in terms of they took it off. The 23rd, the first day of July. 23rd was the first day in July. The 23rd of such was the first day we were able to supposedly log on and go ahead and download it and play the beta. It was time to play the beta. It kept giving you some error screen. You couldn't get on. It was giving you error code 21007. And that basically meant that the servers were down. So on the 24th, jumped on it, was able to be on it. Myself, personally speaking, was able to be on there for several hours. Got some good fights in, got a lot of training mode stuff in, just playing around with the buttons. Some of that footage can be found on my YouTube page. I'll give you guys a direct link address to that in a little while. But after the 24th, we come up on the 25th, which is basically that same night because the 24th goes into the 25th at 12 p.m. midnight. And once 12 a.m. midnight, once midnight turned to about 5 o'clock that morning, when they shut the beta down and hit Twitter, for those of you who follow Street Fighter on Twitter, we want to thank everybody that participated in tonight's beta. We'll be back on tomorrow because when we started the beta, even though it was supposed to have went live July 23rd, the beta wasn't going live forever, meaning that it wasn't going to be on from the 23rd to the 28th all the way every day, all 24 hours of each in the morning to a certain time in the morning later when they was going to have the servers on and off. That being said, though, excuse me, I'm getting a little bit of H2O. That being said, though, they actually had opportunity to fix their servers, or they wanted to take the chance and use the opportunity to fix the servers and things of that nature. So what they ended up doing was taking the beta offline on the morning of the 25th, and they took it down indefinitely, saying that they would give us some information on when they're going to be bringing the beta back out for public consumption once again. Now, just a few days ago, Capcom and the Street Fighter Twitter page, the official Street Fighter Twitter account, posted that they were going to be running an internal stress test on their servers, and they would give us information, us being the consumers and people who want to play the beta, more information as to when the beta was going to be officially re-released. That being said, I read that earlier in the day. It was a few days ago now. It's now Monday here. So this happened a good, I want to say Thursday night or Friday night. Thursday night, Friday morning. I apologize. And I happened to look when I woke up earlier in the day. That same day, I saw that in my top right-hand corner of my PlayStation, that it was like when I first turned my PlayStation 4 on, that a Street Fighter 5 beta update has been installed on my hard drive. So I'm like, why would they install the joint? I got all hyped. Yo, the beta back on. So I go in there, I click it. The beta wasn't on. Couldn't get it popping. So what ended up happening is your boy ended up sitting back, doing what he had to do, doing my radio show that night. Had a recording session while sitting here on my station, and I go over to Twitter, and after I check my notifications for people who tweeted me and things of that nature, I just said, you know what, let me check Street Fighter, John. So I went to Street Fighter, and it had said they posted this 3 hours earlier, but it said that they were having live access to the servers as they're running this stress test, internal stress test. So what I ended up doing was like, well, it's like 11 something at night, 12 o'clock in the morning. This happened. This got posted hours ago. Let me click on it to see if it's working. You know, I'm pretty sure they already turned it off by now. I'm late. I clicked on there and was actually able to get in it. And once I got in there, that's what had me make the graphic design right here for that Street Fighter 5 beta update with the question marks on there. You guys can check that out exclusively on my YouTube page at youtube.com/5deucegun. That's youtube.com/5 DUECEGUN. Check it out. Leave a comment, like, subscribe to the page. But they ran the stress test. I was able to get on there as soon as I pressed the button one time to access the login. Did not have to keep on pressing X at the login screen to get in, and was on there for hours until they turned the server off and thanked everybody for participating in the stress test. Earlier today, about 5 hours ago now, prime time, not Eastern Standard Time, out there on the West Coast, they actually did another stress test and had the servers open for a little while. I was able to get in there for a little bit, but it got booted because I got in there right when they were turning it off because I was hours late. This time I wasn't as lucky. But at the end of the day, Capcom bringing this game exclusively as PlayStation 4 in terms of home consoles. The PC will have an edition, but they really don't use it as a home console. So in terms of Nintendo, Wii U, Xbox One, and PlayStation 4, the only place you're going to be playing Street Fighter 5 come March of next year will be PlayStation 4. Yes, indeed. When you guys received that update, I'm pretty sure everybody that saw that they were receiving a beta update were in the position to think that the beta was back live and that they could just go ahead and click on it and they'd be accessing it and everything is fine. So when they started clicking on it today and nobody couldn't get through, I'm guessing that was the reason why there's so many comments of negativity on the Street Fighter Unity page, the Capcom Unity page with all the blogs. The homeboy Combo Fiend is actually the moderator for that, John. Shout out to the homeboy Combo Fiend. Give it up for him. If you guys want to know anything more about what's going on with Street Fighter Beta, as well as what's going on with Combo Fiend and things of that nature, follow him on Twitter at Combo Fiend or at Street Fighter, all one word. Please make sure you guys look it up if you want information on when the next beta is going to start and how they're going to go about doing that. All you got to do is, as I said, hit them up on Twitter. Follow them on Twitter. They will answer some questions. I won't say they'll answer every little thing that you say, but I guess legitimate questions, not just trolling comments, will be answered. The beta, from what I've been able to play thus far, off the chain. Like, when I played Street Fighter 4 for the first time and I saw what that looked like in the arcade, and Then it came home to PlayStation 3, and I got the special edition that came with the Street Fighter movie, The Ties That Bind, and things of that nature. I was happy. The game was awesome. But then it started becoming more popular in the tournament scene, and then things like Evo started coming up, CBS. So when you start to see these tournaments come up and people start playing the game different, like I'm just a Street Fighter player. I played the game since I've been playing it since 1988, 87, 88, the first time I ever touched the Street Fighter game. So there is a lot of mechanics and stuff like that I was using back in the day, but I wasn't really knowing that I was doing these things like zoning, trying not to jump towards your opponent, trying to push them to the corner. I was doing things like that since Street Fighter 2, The World Warrior, for those not to know. The very first Street Fighter, I really can't tell you that I had any skill, because that game was kind of like a Twitch game. Like, it didn't, if you had your controller in your hand, your left hand, and you pressing buttons with your right hand, and you quarter circle, a half circle forward with one of the punch buttons, well, the only punch buttons, then on these Street Fighters, you would go Hadouken. You would throw a fireball. Hadouken. On that Street Fighter, when you do that, your man would usually crouch. He would back up, crouch, and then hop forward. Like you just did a forward dash, but that's the way they walked when they didn't walk regular. They hopped towards you when you pressed forward. It's like they was on instant auto dash. You can only play with Ken and Ryu back then, depending on which side you put your quarter in. Left side for Ryu, right side for Ken. That's what I'm saying. But at the end of the day, it was harder to do the Dragon Punch, the Fireball, and the Spin Kick on the original Street Fighter that was released in arcades in 1987. When Street Fighter 2 premiered in 88, 89, the World Warrior, I remember getting the Game Pro magazine that had Street Fighter 2 in the front. I believe it was Ken and Zangief on the cover about Street Fighter 2. It was about to come home, but they also had move lists in there for the arcade joint and ways you could set up combos. And their combos were set up by picture in picture. Each frame of the combo, what you were supposed to have done, had an illustration of what it was. So if they said jumping deep FK, you would see, which would stand for fierce kick for those not to know. That's your hardest kick. But if it said jump in deep fierce K or FK, you'll see a picture of Ken on the USSR stage jumping in the air, kicking an air kick to Zangief at the lowest possible point he can kick him before he lands on the ground. Then it says crouching MK, so you'll see an illustration of Ken ducking, throwing out his medium kick. Then it'll say, quarter circle forward with high punch, or HP, hard punch, or FP, fierce punch. And you'll see Ken throwing a fireball. That's a 3-hit combo. They show it in the paper. Well, now that became the main staple of Shotos in the Street Fighter series, is basically using your standing or your crouching. If you're not playing with Ken, I don't suggest you do standard forward medium kicks. But if you're playing with Ken Masters, standing and crouching medium kick with fireball combo strings are your best friend. I'm just letting you know that. And I've never been to an Evo in my life. I do want to go play in one of those tournaments. I'm not afraid of any of you motherfuckers out there. Not the Jens, not the Mike Ross, not the Gutex, not the Daigo Umiharas. I apologize if I butchered your name. The Daigo Umiharas. Justin Wong. I'm not afraid of you guys. I know you know how to play. You zone and you just stay on the ground and do the little jab, jab, jab. Grab people, John. Yeah, I understand that. That's cool. That was kind of like back on like 1990 when your boy actually was playing Street Fighter 2 back then. And what ended up happening was, when I felt like I was down to like a quarter of my energy left and you still had almost a full bar, I started doing what we call a pattern to you. Jumping in there, like throwing a slow fireball. You don't jump towards it. I throw another slow fireball. There was no such thing as parrying and things of that nature and focus attacks to be able to absorb the fireball. So you either had to jump towards me, to which I would give you a dragon punch, or if I backed you in the corner and I was the one with less energy, I would jump towards you with a deep roundhouse kick, and then when you block it, you automatically would block high and then duck low, thinking I was going to foot sweep or medium kick you, and I wouldn't. I'd walk right up to you and press fierce punch or fierce kick and throw you. And just keep doing that, throwing you. And it works so much better when you play with someone like Guile and threw the light punch sonic boom and just walk the sonic boom with the person. They block the sonic boom, you either press forward on the controller with fierce punch to where he would do the backhand knuckle smack, or if you're close enough, just walk up to him and give him the suplex, German suplex joint, and they get up out of there easy. But that's how I've been playing the game. I don't got all these little, I'm trying to give you an infinite combo. Even though I can pull them off in Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Even though I know how to do cross-ups and things of that nature. I play the way I like to play. And if I lose, I lose. I won't curse you out and call you names or anything like that. I will shake your hand and say, good game, sir. Street Fighter V brings that feeling back. Because now I don't feel cheap and cheated with focus attacks, FADCs and things of that nature and all that shit. I don't gotta have to worry about that. Now, when I jump towards you, I'm gonna be punished by one or two things. One, a dragon punch if you're playing with a Shoto or somebody that has an anti-air attack. Or two, an air throw. You'll jump with me and grab me out of the air. It will not be I jump towards you and don't press a button because I know that you're about to do a focus attack. So I don't press a button, I come down and try to throw you. Worst case scenario, we'll do a tech grab and I can go back to my respective corner. Street Fighter V did a great job mixing in elements of like Street Fighter Alphas 1 and 2 with Third Strike with a little bit of Part 4 mixed into it in terms of the gameplay mechanics and how you put together combos and strings from light, medium, and hard, from punches to kicks respectively. The game is off the chain and it's not even out yet. Street Fighter V will not be out on PC and PlayStation 4 until at least March of 2016. So we got some time. We're in August of 2015 right now. That being said, we still have a beta scheduled from Capcom for Street Fighter V. Actually, there's three. There's supposed to be 3 betas before the game goes live next year. Now, the one that took place July 23rd through 25th, or supposedly had took place through those times, did not count towards the very first beta because of how horrible their servers were performing and how bad things turned out there. That being said, these couple of stress tests that they did today and a few days ago were just to test the server strength to see if it's going to crash the same way, to better prepare those guys to give us the official release of the very first Street Fighter V beta for the PlayStation 4 users. That being said, make sure you guys are tuned into Capcom-Unity.com, which is everything about games that's on Capcom, or just go to Twitter and follow Street Fighter at Street Fighter, and they will be posting up everything that they can possibly post up of when stress tests will happen, when beta tests will happen, and things of that nature. Make sure, once again, you guys go to twitter.com and follow the Street Fighter page. That's at Street Fighter, STREETFIGHTER. So all you gotta do, follow them, click on their notifications tab so you'll be notified when they are about to drop that next track, when they are about to let you know what's popping off. They will be right there letting you know what the deal is. That being said, we about to let y'all know what the deal is right here on Radio AFG Live for our very first song of the evening. And this comes from the Def Jam recording artist, my main man LP, aka La Plaga. And the track is entitled What They Gonna Do Now, live on Radio AFG. Let's go. What they gonna do now? What they gonna do, LP? What they gonna do now? Let the jockers listen. Told y'all when that ball drop, this shit be my year. Look at me now, they be looking me down. Looking up what I'm cooking up. Fresh out the pot, then I'm fresh on the block. When I stretch in the pot, dividing the blocks. Take it outside, just apply my whole block. Ducking and dodging the cops. Came from the bottom, I'm still at the bottom. Climb my way up to the top. My name got 1 L, 1 P, L-A, G-A. Hold it down for the P-A. West Philly rep my PJs. Mill Creek, the West Park. 4-6, I go so hard. Baller put numbers on the boards. And my retro joint number 4s. On the floor with a couple bad whores. Fat boy doing what I do, I do it right. I'm up all night, cause I ain't going back to my old life. Ain't nobody show love when I was broke. Never had hoes when I was broke. I ain't had haters when I was broke. Now I got dough, my phone buzzing. All of a sudden now I got 100 cousins. And everybody love me when they want something. Where's everybody when I was struggling? Fucked up, I ain't have nothing. Look at me now, my name buzzing. The rain is over, the flame coming. Came in the game, I started with nothing. Started from hustling, selling dope. Where I'm from, we trying to come up. We all hustling, selling coke. But I ain't going back to the street life. I still had nightmares every night. Woke up, got my money right. Took a flight, the MIA. Came back in 10 days. 10 days, made 10K. Double up, made 20. Turn 20 in a 40. 40 out in the 8. Keep it 100, I'm waiting. A lot of niggas, they hate me. Got a lot of hoes, they love me. Got a lot of niggas wanna touch me. No home love with that 4-4. Under my shoulder, it feels slow. Run up on niggas like fuck us up. None of y'all niggas can't fuck with us. Still niggas out saying stuff.
my niggas shrug niggas. All my bitches loose clothes. Shake the ass when I'm trying to flow. Man, I go so hard. It's summertime in the summer mind. On my ground for the nighttime, it's sunshine. It's crunch time. I'm trying to get these racks. Got no time to take them out. I treat rap just like the trap. My heart and soul that track. Everybody count me out. My close friends turn enemies. I don't got nobody but family. And I don't really fuck with family. Cause family ain't your family. I got my mind on these millions. Houses and buildings. This brand that I'm building. Gonna make me some buildings. They say chill, I be chillin'. Anything I be feelin'. Put on my beast and I feel it. Soon as I feel it, I kill it. Got that yellow go rolling. Rose go ace and spade. Got a whole bunch of hoes on my Instagram page. I ain't broke, just got paid. About to buy me some bottles. VIP with some models. I love them yellow and caramel. Colors all in my cargo. But you control my clothes. But you control CEO. Tell them hoes, let's go. I don't need more friends, just need more Benjamins, more bitches, more big cribs, more Bentleys and Benzes. And share with all of my niggas. Cause at the top is us. Loyalty is a must. Fuck with us, them guns and bust. My niggas only niggas I trust. Let's go now.
Radio AFG Live.
What they gonna do now?
Phone lines is open, y'all.
What they gonna do now?
267-977-2523.
What they gonna do now?
The number one more again, 267-977-2523. The homeboy LP La Plata.
Do now?
Track is entitled What They Gonna Do Now. The video shoot coming up September 5th. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram and Twitter to find out the secret details and the locations, man. At the Plaga Show. ThePlagashow. You already know what it is, man. We're keeping the music moving right here. Another Philadelphia artist coming out of West Philly. My main man, Hick the Pirate. The track is entitled When I Think About You. Live on Radio AFG. Let's go. She over the direct.
She wanna make fights like girlfriends. Baby, you my girl, so I'm with you to my world. And she said that I make her feel like she ain't a whirlwind. I said I ain't perfect. She said you the right type, but you the pussy awesome. She can rock the mic right. I'ma give her better days. I'ma give her nice nights. I be going brown. When I was used to light bright, like my attitude and the way she talk back. When I be behind this, I'm trying to hold back. Ever since I came across, I'm not letting fall back. In the back with a ball sack. She said, excuse me, you're sitting on my jacket. All the niggas in there just wasn't in a bracket. I told her anything that she wanted to just ask. She didn't believe me until I mind put my jacket. I had a vision that told me that you was different. If doing you dirty, never on that agenda. All the good times we had, do you remember? You made my heart warm when it was cold to think about you, everything about you. Turn me on, I'ma hit the mall, see, I'ma spend it all, see, anything you want, baby girl, just call me, bitchin' like ballers, got me ballin' like Spalding, and love when she was with a nigga trying to call in, Shorty got a nice rack, love it when I fight that, when I hit it from the back, or when she leave, then she'll be right back, my own personal drug, to free my addiction, never did I ever have to get her where I fit in, say she never made for me, I'm like, no, she didn't. She just wanted her relationship to go the distance. I gave her all of me, I couldn't give her half of that. I felt as though if I did, the dumb shit we see, we used to laugh at that. The past is the past, and I kept myself flashing back. I had a vision that told me that you was tender. All the good times we had, do you remember? About you, when I think about you, everything about you. When I think about you, everything about you turn me on. You're more than just a one-two. You're a blessing.